Hello and welcome to another Simply Cup. It's that time of the week, the best time of the week, you know how it is. And as always, drop a sub, drop a follow before we start. If you do enjoy this content, it all does help out. But this week we have a classic edition who has made maps for the mod edition before. And now he's making a whole edition. There are 10 maps and they could be slightly more difficult, but we're just going to see how they float, and hopefully it's going to be a banger. But going into this one right now with Mr. Army, who does miss where he has to go, hopefully gets it on the second run. You have to go up really early and then go down like that, but does hit the wall ever so slightly. But does make it this third time, and hopefully most players do work it out. We are going live. Wanna have fun? Here we go. Let's have a look at Mr. Dansky to start it off. Goes for the no sandbar start, which seems to give him more speed, but he is straight off, which is not good. Let's move up to Venom now, who's around the top mid pack. Goes for the looping in 12th position, doing very good. Moves up a lot of places, but misses the no airtime, so loses a bit of pace. Is he going to get a zoop off that wall? No, he's not. Goes up and over, through down, very safe. There's a couple players into the wall, and a few players trying to go for a sneaky speed slide. And we have quite a few players having to reset by the looks of it. So I think the maps are going to be a little bit tough this week. A few players already complaining about the FPS because Classic always does some stupidly big scenery, but we're just going to go with it. Hopefully the server's good. Hopefully people do enjoy the map. It's going to be Flurno, Shield, Nerms, Aerosol, Ixon to get the top 5 on this first round. Let's have a look at Astro, who's playing for the first time. Moves through the start, going no sand. Ooh, nearly falling off there, as a few players do. I think that no sand trap is quicker, even though you get more speed. But Astro doing pretty good so far. In the middle of the pack, up the top. But a few players really getting it well. All moving down into this first turnover. Is Astro going to make it? No, he's not. That will be a respawn for him. And we're going to have Marius now. Flurno doing good ones again, as well as Ixon. And then we have a few of the top players, Aerosol and Cataboo, struggling now though. Don't realize you have to go up quite early. But Aerosol does find the finish, as well as Cataboo. Marius, though, with 120 points, going to move him up a lot. Nerms, Flurno, and Ixon all doing very good. Move a bit further down, maybe, to Mr. Lord Pleb. I thought that was me, but out in 87th right now, no points, so probably a late joiner. Gets the start slightly off. Ooh, a couple players going for some sick stunts there. Pleb not doing too badly at the moment. Nearly into the wall. Gets it really smooth and overtaking a lot of players who are going too risky. Pleb going this left side. Will go up in the middle here. Gets it well. Will release a little bit, but taking it safe. And that's going to be a Flurno, Maris, Yulo, and Aerosol top 4. Pleb just missing out on the top 50 there. You can see these the good things about the maps this week, they're all going to be very competitive, I think, because they're not too long, not too difficult. Although there's some key sections like this, which I'm specifically saying that that's the difficult part of this edition, but we make it through map number 1, going on to the next one. And we have some fantastic upside down scenery here. And some upside down momentum, because what way is correct? This is the wrong way. It's actually supposed to be down on the roof like that, but it is yay. And everyone is Pepe pointing in chat. There is a Pepe point map later on to find out for yourself soon. But this one, a lot of speed is going to be had, so especially this looping here, goes from such a short angle into a small area there. Could cause some heavy crashes, but let's have a look at Hent here. One of the other mods goes through the looping, gets it smooth. Ooh, just making that next checkpoint. Couple players opting to go for some reactor stunts. That is not what you want. You want to take it smooth, as Hent does. Well, he does hit the wall a little bit, but goes over and straight into the next wall, which I did when I played this map. So, can he hard steer to the right? Not quite yet. This is very, very quick in terms of speed. There we go. And then over and up. And also hitting that debate scenery in the middle, which I also did. So, interesting map here. All these maps are really solid. They're just could be a little bit difficult to make in such a short learning time, which is 1 minute. And that is now over as we have Mr. Captain coming through us on the first round. Goes very wide to take the extra smooth line, but isn't the quickest there. Out in 50th, but moves up quite a few going into this crossover checkpoint. Currently in 30, takes it very easy and low. That's going to give him a lot of speed here. Is he going to be able to control it? Goes through really quickly. Yes, he does, but slows down a little bit. Goes past the debate scenery and into the floating finish. Aerosol, Venom, Thomas, Nerves, and Traeger there getting the top positions as we have all the players upside down floating to the finish line. Now we're getting a nice knife position. No CP respawn camera, but there are buttons for a reason which you guys can use. But it is Flerno still out in front. Mary's only a little bit behind. Nerms doing very good as well. Let's move to a Australian now, Mr. Shroopy, who gets us out safe and easy. Goes the right side, as well as another Australian there. Crosses over, gets the second crossover, out in 55th. One of my favourite numbers. Pushes up over the wall right. Carries a lot of speed. Can he control it on this looping? Yes, he can. Did have to release a lot there, but that will probably push him up a few positions, as we saw a lot of crashes there. Probably going to get like 25th or something. Does indeed. And it's going to be an Astro finish, as I can't get to the map. Piatif, someone I haven't seen before. Santix, Starling, and Flammo once again doing really good. Ixon has Rage Quit. Nerves only with 2. Well, as Traeger there, not doing so great. Sorry if there are crashes and whatnot. I can't really do much about this game performance. I just gotta hope that they really focus on networking and trying to fix these bugs, but unfortunately they don't. So we just have to deal with it as we cross through with Kato, moving into 21st right now, doing pretty good. Gets a lot of speed. Had to leave. Yeah, no worries, Nixon. See you around. Kato taking it safe, which is a fair enough. As you can see, how many players have hit the checkpoint there. Someone's still getting debated by scenery, and Kato's probably going to be in about 30th position. Not too bad. It's going to be a Snatix, Astro Aerosol, and Piatif once again in the top few positions. A couple players definitely having to leave early on this one. Nerves only getting a point once again. And we will push through to the next one. Right, so a bit of a difficult map there as we move to a little bit more simple map. So we have a very scary ending though. This ending I think is going to get a few players if we just feast our eyes on that ending there. Let's check out Nina for this warm-up. Currently in 54th with a few other Sweden players. It's a nice little country battle there. But Jozo up in the top. Carl as well, doing pretty good. Lots of Sweden players today on the field. But let's check out Mina. How she's gonna get this first one. Gets this first jump. Very smooth. Very easy. It's a little bit wide. We'll have to safe there, but goes through. Onto the reactor down. And she controlled this very speedy ending. Goes for the safe round. Probably will get it. Yes, she does. And will she crash into these finishes? No, goes for the risky finish, but is way too slow. And now we'll push to that ending, which could even be slightly safer because this angle is very harsh, as we observe a lot of players missing it there. But is it going to pay off? I think so. We're going to have some of these top players either getting it or not. Let's actually look at someone up in the top. Another mod, Mr. Yuvo, to see how he does this one to start us off here. Though, pretty much at the front of the pack he is indeed. Just behind Kohlberg. Goes a little bit wide on that next round, but we'll get the good angle come through here. Low dude is out in front. Carl still doing good. But Yuvo doing very well so far. Controlling the speed. Goes up a little bit early to maybe drop down quickly. Has lost a little bit of pace from that though. But will go super risky. And that's not going to be it for him. It's going to be Aerosol getting that finish. I hate when the camera isn't set. It's really annoying. You miss out a lot of the action. So can't do much about that either. But Flano, Kohlberg, Trekker, and Stralding all doing good on this one. Sanix not being able to finish just yet. Goes to safe finish because he knows he is quite far behind. Astro, Chill, and players like Low, Nerms not getting that many points. So this is definitely one to shake up the field. Flano though, 40 points ahead. Let's actually check him out for this one. Doing good so far. Has been in the top 5 nearly every round. Let's see if he can do it once again. Gets a start really good, but slightly behind. But look at that angle. Look at that slightly on the drift there. So gains extra bit of pace, and this is why he is in first. Already showcasing that, but is battling someone right now. I'm not sure who it is. It's not going to go for the risky finish as he gets sniped by a couple players who do, including Aerosol, Thomas, and Area. That's some good snipage right there. That's why you've got to go for these risky finishes. But there's also a reason why Flono is on the top, because he is being safe. Unlike the Marius guy, who is known as the Safe Meister here, who unfortunately only gets 1 point that round. And let's move to someone a little bit further back for the final one on this. How about November going into this one? Goes slightly to the right so he can get the better angle through, which does work out for him. Pushing up into the top 10. Probably 15th right now, 13th. Going through, gets it very easy, but a few players really risking it. This is going to give us a good overview of those who are going to take the right finish. And we can see a lot of players going for it. November doesn't get to 30th place. But it's going to be Thomas, Aerosol, and Area once again. Pool doing very good. Nerms and Trekker, as well as Flano. So a lot of players which we have been seeing so far in those top positions, continuing to push further ahead. Venom not doing so great that round, and we'll move all the way down to 14th, so you can see how close this leaderboard is for this week. As we move to a interesting map here, I'm just going to leave it and see if people can work it out on this one. Come on, Ins. Let's have a look at Ins or Astro if we can find them, because I think they have already seen it. Here is Astro. Let's find out how he's going to do this one. It's called Roundabout for a reason, as we will push back to the finish. But there is something very scary at the end if you want to go for it, which I expect a few players will. Let's see if Astro works out on the first try here. Ooh, we already see a couple players going for it, and Astro does try it. So we have one of the most risky finishes we've ever seen. You flick off the side of the checkpoint into the finish line, but it is certainly not easy. So it's going to be quite interesting to see who goes for it and does get it. But one of the most creative and super sick risky finishes we've ever seen. Let's move into it. And we have Yuvo who's going to go for it. So let's check out Yuvo once again if I can find him. I cannot find him. So let's check out Johnny, who takes a drift onto the first part, gets the safe booster, but is this going to pay off for him? I did wonder why he went for the double drift. Seems like it hasn't paid off for him. He does have a little bit more speed compared to the rest. The player's still going the wrong way. That's not what you want. But Johnny, not doing too bad in 31st, is going for the full pace. I think he's going to go for the risky checkpoint. He definitely is. And he gets it. Swipes all the way into 11th. And I think it is Alex, Jozo, Carl, and Cataboo who really get the optimal points from this one. Captain just running off in 65th there. Only going to get 1 point though. But look how much of a difference this is in time. This is a super risky finish. Chill, not even being able to finish, moves down to 17th with that one. I think Flurno, Arizal, Marius are maybe just taking it safe here. Let's find out Marius for this one. Always up in the top 5. Doing, once again, super sick this week. Taking it all with releases and no drifting, which definitely is optimal for him. We'll take this really wide, and it does take that safe finish as we're talking about. And it's only going to be Stanix and Stalling who make it. I saw that Carl and someone else there did unfortunately fail, but I respect the risk. Area only getting 1, Tarpor as well, Venom only 1. So this is shaking up the leaderboard just a little bit. But if you think this is shaking up the leaderboard, you will have to stay tuned. There's one coming up a bit later, which maybe you can already guess what it's going to be, as we have a freeze. Oh, no, I'm back. Okay, I thought literally everything died there. I think we're good now, though. I think we're good. Alright. So I'm not sure what happened there. Let's have a look at Peeps, who is going for the no slide strap as well. Ooh. Ah, it does full risk it. Doesn't pay off for this one, as he does crash the next section, trying to overcorrect. It does go for the risky finish, doesn't get it. It's going to be Stanix once again. Arizal going for the risky finish as well. And Cataboo, Bronco, Marius getting big boy points. So, sick map this one. I like this. Very simple, but also very scary with this ending. My voice is struggling a little bit this week. Hopefully it's still an okay cast, but yeah, I don't know. It's a little bit off. But we have a bit of a loading time going into the next map. Let's find out what it's going to be. It's going to be one of the most interesting maps here, as we have a freewheeling map. Let's check out Simon going into this one. Is wondering what to do. Figuring out if he can skip it. But it's going to be a very, very tight battle up the top on this one. So a bit of a different map to what we usually see in these comps. So a bit of a change of pace. Who is going to be able to get these lines the best? Because every millisecond is going to count on this one. Simon getting it very decent through here. To the final part now. Won't be able to actually see the finish on this one, but it's not too difficult. We can get a very small glimpse there. But here we go into the first round. Astro not having a good time as he is a keyboard player. Let's find out how fast he is on this one. Gets to start really good. It's a few players out in front, really risking it right now. Astro battling in the 20th positions. A couple of players hitting the grass right there, having to slow down a lot. Astro, even with keyboard, doing super sick right now. Look at the speed that he's gaining. Got that section really fast and could even push to first. Someone just, for some reason, went into the grass mountain there. I'm not sure what that guy was doing, but Astronaut straight into 7th right now. Is going to go for the safe finish though. Is he going to lose time with this? Yes, he is. As well as Marius, I think, also taking the safe finish. It's going to be Stanic's area, Stalling, and Alex with the top 4 on this one. So a couple of players practicing this risky finish. It's not too bad, but can be missed if undershot. So check out someone a bit lower for this one, as it's one of the easier maps. Let's check out Isaac, who is on 33 points. Struggling a little bit already on this one, but if you finish, I do respect it. Hopefully everyone, no matter what rank, does enjoy themselves. That is the main thing on this competition. Isaac actually doing not too badly. Had just that slower start, which has cost him a lot of positions. But currently doing pretty good through the follow-through. Let's move to Traeger, who is in 24th right now. Moving into this ending. It's going to be Cull, and I think it was Yulo. Could be wrong there. Doing quite good. Someone's still going that safe finish. No, it's going to be Starling. I knew it was a U, but I couldn't see properly who it was. Alex Astro, even with keyboard, complaining. Getting a 3rd there. Maris Jozo, Jonah, Katabu, and Area. Getting that top 8 positions. I can't count. I was going to say top 4. I am very good at quick math. Let's check out someone a bit lower once again, maybe mid-pack. Let's check out an Australian, Mr. Grubert here. Goes for the outside-inside line. Is really starting to turn a bit too much on these ones, so has cost a little bit of time. Moving into 56 now. As he gets a little bit of airtime there. Someone cutting it too much on the right. Grubert going down and through on the grass. Wall ride. And trying to gain that little bit of extra speed on the downhill. Optimally getting it, and has pushed a couple positions into 54th. Let's actually maybe move up the field to someone who is further ahead. Mr. Roddy. There's going to be Stanix once again. Thono Maris area. Alex doing good as well. But Stanix doing really good on this one. How good did... where is he? Starling got 76 points. Has pushed quite a few points ahead with these good performances. But Stanix 120 there. That will be a change of leaderboard. It's going to be Marius in first currently. Has flipped with Flano. 50 points ahead. Moving towards the second half of this Simply Cup. Alright, so this one, once again, with a lot of speed here. So this could be one of the more difficult maps as well. But let's find out. Who shall we watch? Let's have a look at Mr. Tim once he's loaded in. Is Isaac Porters? Well, Porters, hope you're enjoying yourself. Thanks for playing. Easy for Maris, he's the king of consistency. Well, you can tell why, because he is up in the top positions here as Tim is going back to start. Not sure if he's realized this, and is now just going wherever the world takes him. This is definitely not the correct route, but he's going to commit to it, as he will now respawn, maybe listening to the caster. But once again, missing that, you have to go straight on this jump, which I don't think there's an arrow, so... No, there is an arrow, but it's kind of blended in. But here we go, pushing through. Does go a little bit wide on this one. But we'll miss out on a lot of the warm-up here, because he has lost his speed. So we'll just have to wing it going into this one. That is why there's a warm-up. Maybe we'll have to use one extra round to learn the map a little bit. But I believe in Tim right there. Let's check out Mr. Nicholas to go into the first round. A couple players still getting debated there. Nicholas gets it smooth, but going to be a bit wide, so we'll have to release. It's the wall ride, but does have to go up a little bit as well, so wasting a few crucial milliseconds. Doing quite good in the very middle of the pack. Let's move to Carl, who has played very good throughout this comp. Gets that really quick, precise jump through the middle, or overturn, and has pushed a couple extra positions. Although, was it Canaboo there with a lot of speed? Don't know what happened with him. Carl getting 6th position. Thomas Flonos, captain, Starling, and Canaboo for the top 5. So maybe not the easiest map to learn very quickly on this one. A lot of speed, a lot of quick overturns and loopings on this one. It's called I'm No Full Speed Mapper, maybe for a reason. A couple players not liking it, a couple players liking it. But let's check out Nerms, who has battled a few top positions throughout this comp. Currently doing pretty good in... I can't find him, so... Currently middle table at the top. And speaking of which, he is currently in top 10. Gets his fast speed going over to the overloop, but goes too far. We'll have to respawn very quickly. Once again, going for the hollow angle has paid off for him, which I thought he was going to crash. And with this extra speed, we'll move from 40th to probably 30th with that one. It's going to be Inns, Jonah, Area, Arizona, and Marius for the top 5. But super quick map. Maybe a little bit difficult for some of the more beginner players to be able to handle that amount of pace. I finished good shit, Tim. Maybe we should go find you again. Put the pressure on you. We'll watch Mr. Water, who has struggled at the start here. That's not what he wants. Let's move to Don Bear here. Currently in 35th, not doing too bad. I think he's dropped back quite a lot though, into 55th now. And hence in traffic. Dom going for a lot of speed. Can he get this over loop? Yes, he can. And will carry the speed through really good as well. So we'll push probably down to 35th, I would imagine. 24th even. Moves up half the field as a lot of people making mistakes in this middle section or having to safe it. As is quite a tough one. Jozo managing to crash into the 2 poles. That is fantastic. Couple players not being able to finish on this one. But it is still Marius up in the 1st position. Currently 100 points ahead. But what did I say earlier? I said that there is going to be a switch up in the leaderboard potentially. And that is right now, as we have a AO8 mix map A lot of players already liking it, which is good to see. Shuffling the leaderboard. Monk W in chat. But not much to say. We have seen these kind of maps before. And once again, we have a different alternative of it. But they just continue being as good as before. Check out Mr. Woldfee into this one. So we have the first grass section. He does hit that edge, unfortunately, losing a lot of speed, but still in a good position. There's only going to be one player who is out in first, but I think he full-on bongs into the tree, so it's going to be a Mr. Uvo who gets a first position in the warm-up. But we still have 40 seconds going into the next live round. Yeah, my voice is a bit off today. My throat's really feeling it, but hopefully this cast is still alright. Thanks again for those who are playing. Thanks for those who are watching. Hopefully you're enjoying yourselves. As always, do check out all the socials, drop a follow, drop a sub. You know how it is, but let's get into the first round as we have Bronco here. Pretty much even split of going left or right. Bronco going into this grass part does get a hit on that first edge, so that will not be good for him. But a lot of players struggling now, and it's going to be Harry, I think, who's going to be first. No, it's going to be Nerms. Harry in third. Not forgetting, overtaken by Johnny and Starling. Bronco actually doing decently, getting 10th position there. As we have a few stragglers on this one. Changing the leaderboard for a reason, and as I say that, Flerno only getting 1. Stanix, Arizal only 20s. Cataboon, Thomas also in the 20s. But Starling, Mary's getting 50. And Area and Nerms really going to push. That is a massive change already in the first round. Let's go to the drone camera. Moving into the second round. Let's check it out. It's going to go through the grass. Through the desert, I was going to say. Let's just commit to that. And Jozo, what was that jump? We'll have to overcorrect, but he is so far ahead. Marius now getting it really good. Someone's upside down. Does make it into the checkpoint though. And it will be Jozo way out ahead. Marius doing very good. Woldfee, Stanix, and Yulo around the top 5 on this one. Venom, Traeger, Arian, Nerms, and Thomas. All players not finishing just yet. Really struggling on this one. Nerms giving up. That is not what we'd like to see. I think Thomas also giving up. That is disappointing. Let's check out another POV. Maybe Mr. Area going into this one. Ooh, hits that first edge there. That is certainly not what you want to do. So let's switch back to the drone camera. Banyo getting it really good there, but crashing into the checkpoint, or the tree I should say. But it's going to be Ins. I was going to say Jozo getting a nice, really quick time. But Ins, not even in the position, the picture there. With a 14.9. Getting everything pretty much perfect.
Hey, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good indeed. Starling, Jussel, Henry, Nicholas, Thomas, and November. All doing very good. Arian not being able to finish. Nerves, Cataboo. All in that 1200 battle. So what a match for that one. A lot of players did enjoy that one though. So maybe it's something. Maybe we got to do an entire edition of those kind of maps. People enjoy them that much. Maybe that's what we got to do. But after that point change of the leaderboards, Marius still in first. Starling, Flerno has dropped to third now. Starling's really pushing a few top positions. Stanix also did really good on that one. And then there's Erzel, 100 points behind. Then a little bit of a drop off after that. Let's check out Henry going into the warm-up on this one. It is a multi-lap. We'll have 2 laps on this. Henry going for the safe route. Ooh, full respawn not finding that jump on the first try, but look how many players also missing it. Hopefully, most getting it on this second attempt. Henry goes for it. Ooh, also doesn't go for it again, but maybe sees that there are potentials to gain a lot of speed on this one. As we move to the final part of the first lap. Goes up the wall ride and down with that a lot of airtime. Maybe don't want that much airtime on this one. Goes through the final checkpoint to reset your speed. And then to the multi-lap. So, I think it's the longest map of the day. Let's find out who's going to win it. Let's check out Kip with a custom turbo car by the looks of it. Doing pretty good to start it off here. Ooh, we don't even see any drifting from Kip. And that's going to cost him a lot of time. So we have a move to Kaga here. Also struggling a little bit. Currently in 54th, commits to the full send, which is not what you're going to do. But he's going to get a really sick landing. Unfortunately, sick landings in this one aren't going to pay off as we have many players. Just not... I cannot find anyone doing good. Let's move to Aria, who is in 17th. But I don't think he's on the second lap yet. I think that was still him on the first, so I have literally no idea who's in first. I'm going to guess that it's Mr. Arizal right here, right now, as we have some of these other players. Tim, Thomas, Kip. Is it going to be? It's going to be Thomas, Inns, Marius, Nuvo, Holdway, and Bonu. Dude, I just completely lost myself. I was not expecting that many players to crash in here. I personally didn't find it that difficult. I was not expecting half the server to crash on this jump. So there you go. Bit of a crazy round for this one. It's going to be Thomas who really utilizes the points on this one. And a few players not being able to finish, including Erza, which I thought may have been in first. Hadn't even gone through the first lap. So that is a big boy fail from him. But we have Bruno, who has done pretty good on the last round. Let's see if he can do it once again. Gets that jump super smooth. You can see a couple players really pushing pace now. You know, having to release a little bit there, getting that turn perfectly. Also, release is really good on this one. Moves from 46 to possibly top 15. It is indeed. Someone going to inside there. A players having to respawn at the start, so a few players still struggling on this one. You know, though, doing pretty good. Gets the jump. Well, once again, in 12th position. We'll have a lot of speed for this. Slightly to the left, so we'll have to release a lot. Safes it there. Does get it. We'll have to go high, though, because he overcorrected too much. As he moves down to 15th as he snipes that position. No, 13th. I cannot count on this one. It's going to be Starling. No, it's not going to be Starling. It's going to be Thomas, Maris, and then Starling. Lord Fate, Flerno, Carl doing very good as well. Harry trying some sneaky shortcut tactics here. Does not pay off. Cuts are allowed, so if you can 5-head this map, then it is maybe worth the payoff. But let's move to Harry actually and check out what he's doing. I'm very interested. So he's going to go through this one, then he's going to go to get the second one and then come back. But I think by the time you go all the way around, I don't think it's worth it. So let's move to Venom, who is in the first wall ride. Does clip a little bit, but is saved. There's going to be Thomas really doing good on this one. Jozo up in that battle as well. And Venom in 18th currently. Kip Baven, some of these players right here. Venom going for the no slide as we have a nice heavy bit of lag. Venom gets a jump. Battling with Paul Ball. Ooh, Venom going very high though and not getting any release, so it does crash there. Is he going to be able to make it? Yes, he is. That is going to waste him a lot of points, and it's going to be Stanix, Aria, Thomas, Joseph, Flerno, and Jonah for that top 6. But Marius not being able to finish until the end there. 19 points. Aerosol only 30, so Aerosol really dropping down on this one. I really didn't think this map was that bad, but a lot of players finding it a bit tough on this one. And it's going to be Flerno and Starling who do really get close there, as well as Stanix. Got some good top 5s. We have a fast-paced map once again. I think this is going to cause some crashes, and we also have a very scary finish once again. But big work has been done by Classic to do the scenery and the actual routes on this, so hopefully people are enjoying this edition. I know how much effort he's put in to do this. But we'll move into the warm-up on this map. Haven't we watched Paydif? How he's going to do this one. Does crash in that first wall, so we'll go for the reset. Can be a bit deceptive with that red booster instantly carrying a lot of speed through. So goes through. Is he going to hit this pole? No, he doesn't. But we'll fall off. So goes for the safe route, grinding that side, but keeps his speed. So we'll commit to the cause as he push through to the next jump. He does get it. A couple players completely missing that you go the other route on this one. I think Paydif knows that, but it's just going to commit to this anyway. Ooh, goes the counter boost though, which is definitely not what you want. But you want to go to the right on that turnover, which then you can pretty much go safe straight through. Paydif trying that risky finish, and as you can see, you got to go really far on the right to get that bounce upwards. But let's check out Fascia, who's in 40th position overall. Does have to release his start, moves to 60th position. Gets that jump really good, will carry the speed forward. Releases a little bit, but gets the good angle on this one. Gets a good jump as well. Couple players hitting those bumps, which is a bit unfortunate for them. Check out if Fast has worked this. Yes, he has. Goes for the turnover. Jumps through. Takes the right side. Nearly gets debated, but will push through. Starling with a lot of speed there. Fast just having a brain lag and not being able to work out this finish. So it's going to be Marius, Aerosol, Area, and Astro who get the fast maps on this one. Or the fast points on this one. But we see a lot of TNFs here. A few players struggling right now. Stanek only just being unfinished, still getting 30 points. So yeah, a bit of a difficult one, which I was concerned about for some of these, but it is what it is. Maybe having a difficult edition every once in a while isn't too bad. I still think these are good maps. It just might be a little bit tough to learn very quickly. Let's actually continue watching Stanix going into this one. Goes a bit wide, does manage to control it though. We'll get that bouncy landing and doesn't get a slowdown, I don't think. And we'll be able to push through. Ooh, doesn't remember that that is a counter red boost. Tries to go for the double, but doesn't pay off. Someone completely getting debated and going for that loop once again. And we have Yuvo now getting first place. Going to be Starling, Henry, Kato, Flerno to round off the next few positions. Anyone going for this risky finish? Yes, there are a few. But a few which are bouncing into the finish. Joe, where did Jozo go? Did he hit this sign and then just yeeted? Jozo going for some sexy trick shots there. That is what we like to see. And speaking of Jozo, haven't really spectated him. Let's check out how he's doing. And let's go through on this one. Has a delayed start. Was probably typing in chat to try and mock that. He is getting some wicked stunts right now. But has cost him into 67th at the start here. That's not what you want, but look at the speed carrying through. We'll push all the way into 44th. Gets this jump really smooth and carrying a lot of speed as players still hitting that bouncy edge, which is a bit unfortunate for them. Joso into 28th. Has the good speed, but isn't on the front run. Ooh, this is the cut which we saw, and he hits the ring finish. So it's definitely only going to cost him time on this one. But he does make it on the third and still getting 39. So definitely the most difficult map of the pack today. A lot of players DNFing on this one, but let's check out the points. It's going to be Marius still and first. Flerno, Starling, or Stanek, sorry. Thomas and Katabu over 1900 points. But then there's a bit of a drop off after that. Which I thought I'd try and continue watching, but I can't see the leaderboard. There we go. There is a big drop off. There's 300 points difference. Katabu, Aerosol, Ariel, and Jozo all on 1600. And we continue to have some nice battles in the middle. It can be Ariel, Jozo, Astro, Nerms, Carl, Yubo, Tarpor. Some of these players battling to get the final part on this top 10. Let's check out Jonas, who is AFK, so never mind. Check out Mr. Strooper. I am definitely not going to say that right. Let's call him Zara, as a few players hit the edge right there. And we move into the upside down part. He's going to change camera. Sometimes it doesn't change the camera, I don't know why. And every single person getting debated by this, which I also did. So a few things with these maps. Maybe sometimes not giving enough room. So maybe if you want to make another edition, Spider Classic, that's what I thought of some of these maps. You just kind of made some of these loopings a bit too sharp and whatnot. Overall, nice maps, but yeah, just maybe a little bit too difficult for this particular cup. Speaking of this particular cup, it is Baron Bed going into this first round. Anyone going to go for this super risky finish at the end as well? Could be interesting to find out. Takes it safe over the scenery. Small part right there. Still in 50th though. More players on the push. Area though, way out in front. Don't know where his speeds come from. I think Jozo also in some good pace, but we have this risky ending. I'm not sure if anyone got it at all. It was very far to the right, no, left, but Flerno, Piatov, Yuvo, Astro, and Kip making it on this one. But yeah, I struggled to get this risky finish. But you definitely just got to make sure you're on the right side here so you can go very far to the left. Let's check out someone a bit lower once again. Mr. Dutchy is in 64th right now. Who's in 69th? It is going to be a couple players who have left. Dutchy having to release a little bit on this first part. So we'll cost him some good positioning at the moment. So let's maybe move up to the top. Mr. Captain, who is going to be in about 20th, but doesn't go for the risky finish, moves all the way into 7th. So about 5 or 6 players trying it. I think Nerms and Starling do happen to get it. But some of these players continuing to get these top positions are going to help them out to gain those extra last points which matter. Thomas only getting 1. Aerosol only with 16 on this one. Evo 20. Trying to go that risky route. I respect it. That has not paid off for this one. Check out Inns. Possibly going into the last map or last round of today. I'm not sure if there's one more map. I think this could be last. Currently in 5th position. Area once again with a banging start. Not sure what he does differently. But Ian's getting a good line, cutting it early, so I think he's going to go for this risky finish. Oh, he's definitely not going to have the angle. Still goes for it. But that was not a good angle to try that. And that's going to be a poor round from him. Only going to get 1 point most likely. Only going to get 10 points. Johnny not finishing though. Stanek's not even finishing. Only getting 1. It's going to be Flerno, Marius, Starling, who are going to really utilize from that. But I didn't even realize we had Flerno and Marius on equal points. So if that was the last round, Flerno sniping it in this very last map. And it was indeed. So that was a super sick finish, which I completely missed. I thought there was still 60 odd points between them. I did not know that it was exactly the same. So congratulations to Flerno, just sniping Marius, who played very well. Starling really pushing it towards the end there, getting a top 3, all on 2.4k. That's a very close battle. We often don't have the top 3 this close, so very well played by them. Stanix, Thomas, Cataboo. Actually, Thomas and Cataboo on equal points, so they may have been more difficult maps this week, but we have some really good battles on the leaderboard, or closing leaderboard. Area, Astro, Jozo, just being able to keep the top 10. Aerosol, the last one there. Nerms, Carl, Uvo, Topple, November, Paydif, Venom, Johnny, Inns, and Jonah to round off the top 20 on this edition. So, bit of a different one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed Classics maps. I know how much he worked on it, so I didn't want to fully deny this one. If you ever wanted to make a edition yourself, do by all means send them. You just got to make sure the maps are respawnable and playable for every rank. So anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this edition, and congrats to the top 3 there. Very well played. As I said, we don't often have this close of a leaderboard closing out, so very, very sick from them. That will be me done for this round. Drop a follow, drop a sub, you know how it is. Until next time, bye bye for now.